I'm RK Walker here at NASDAQ MarketSite with an exclusive Financial Buzz interview. Alongside me today is Spiros Margaris. He's an advisory board member at Glance Technologies. Welcome to the show, Spiros.
And thanks for having me.
You just joined Glance. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and about Glance?
Basically, I come from the hedge fund business. I had my own startups in New York. And I'm a Fintech influencer and venture capitalist. I'm invested in several startups in the Fintech space globally. And I got attracted to Glance. I mean, I get a lot of offers to be on an advisory board or investor. And the Glance technology appealed to me because of its people and because of the technology they implemented. Glance paid, its convenience, and I just loved it.
Now Glance just started, they started as using a method you could pay in restaurants.
Yes.
A very quick and easy, and that it's primarily, it was in Canada, correct? But now you're trying to expand into the US.
Yes, that's why we're also here.
But you in particular, you saw a lot more potential to that. I assume that's why you joined.
You know, I saw how they executed Glance Paid, a restaurant payment service, which is a win-win for merchant and customers for many reasons. But I saw also the potential because for expansion and other technologies like blockchain we can use to have the loyalty reward system in place.
Okay, now why don't you tell me a little bit about the underlying technology? How do customers pay easily with the Glance app in a restaurant?
At this point is basically the waiter gives the check, you take a picture of the check with the app, you press the tip you want to give, and that's it. And then you walk out, and that's nice because if you save a few minutes at each table, the restaurant owner can turn the tables much more often, and for you, when you're in a busy day, you just want to walk out and pay the bill and walk out. And also have the receipts, you know, like a businessman, you have all your expenses all organized. I think that's what I love about it. It's, you know, when I look at all those fintech companies in the world, the ones, or startups in general, it's the companies that give you convenience. And here you give convenience to the consumer and convenience to the merchant. Because if it's not convenient, easy, people will not use it. And they're shown in Canada, which they control the majority of the market for restaurant payments, that people are attracted to it.
Is it going well in Canada right now?
Very well. I think we control about 90% in the restaurant payment space.
90%?
Yes.
Wow. So
in the restaurant app space.
So now you're trying to get into the US.
Yes.
How much progress have you made so far?
We put things in place, and we will start Q1 2018.
Okay, so it's just beginning.
Just the beginning, okay. But I think the experiences we had in Canada will suit us for the US and the UK market. Mm-hmm. But that's only part of the picture, because Glance Technology is not only about the restaurant payment app. We license it. We envision that the Glance technology is also licensed in the B2B space. So basically other companies, other countries might want to use our payment systems as well and technology.
So right now the restaurants are just a vehicle to launch your payment technology.
Yes.
The payment technology can be applied to other businesses as well. Is that what you're getting at?
Yes, I mean the technology can be.
The technology.
Exactly, and
okay.
Also the reward and loyalty systems, which that's what makes Glance special as well, mm-hmm. where we use blockchain to make those loyalty programs cost efficient and secure.
Okay, well you mentioned blockchain, so the first thing that comes to everybody's mind is yes. Bitcoin.
Yes.
And that's not necessarily a good thing, I mean, because it's a little crazy right now with the bubble. But what is your take? Can you explain blockchain and its applicability to this in a good sense and not just some crazy bubble sense?
You know, blockchain is the underlying technology for Bitcoin, for the digital currency, for most digital currencies. And I wouldn't call it a bubble. It's just the digital currency goes mainstream. So therefore, going mainstream, many more people are attracted to it. So, and the more people rush into the market, of course, there will be maybe an exuberance of the prices, of Bitcoin prices. But at the end, we will get very used to those high prices and even higher prices. But I mean, Bitcoin is just one digital currency. I mean, we envision the GLNNF token, basically also digital currency, that basically the merchants and consumers can use to change Bitcoins into GLNNF token or to use it to buy things, so to be rewarded. And I think we're just at the very, very beginning of all this. And I think there's no other company like ours that uses blockchain where the middleman is cut out. It's a secure way of transacting values at this point.
So you're starting your own cryptocurrency, is that what you're saying?
We have that as well, yes, the GLNNF token, exactly. Okay. Which basically, when people get rewarded for buying something, it's in a restaurant or any other business, they will get the rewards for doing that. Or if they recommend somebody to our app, they will get rewarded for it, and through a GLNNF token.
So they have incentive to keep using your app,
yes,
for purchases.
And that's our thank you to them that they use it, mm-hmm, and that they believe in us. And I think it's a win-win. I think I think that's the way to do it. Think of customer first, and
well, this whole payment, this whole electronic online cashless payment system, it's huge in China right now.
Yes.
It's just starting to get popular here. Why is it so successful in China, and what is it going to take for that to happen here?
I think to be more successful in Europe and in the US, probably it has to fit more in the user experience we're used to. I mean, if you look at WeChat and all these Chinese apps that are very successful, they're not really beautifully designed. Not, I mean, and but they're successful there. But I think we have. If you go to a different country like the US or Europe, you have to adjust a little bit to the culture and what people are used to. But it will explode here as well. I mean, mobile payment is here to stay. Mobile payment obviously is here to stay. And we want to be positioned for that.
You've made some acquisitions.
Yes.
Why don't you go into a little detail about what it is and why?
We made an acquisition in blockchain, a company that provides some blockchain technology, and which will allow us to, what we said before with the GLNNF token, to provide people a loyalty reward system based on blockchain. And the technology we bought is, and the people behind it, they have customers like MasterCard, Samsung, banks. So basically, it's a proven technology that we bought in the blockchain space.
So you're going to use this to help build up your GLNNF token? Is that what you?
GLNNF token, the royalty and the legacy, and the royalty and the reward system.
Okay.
And which other companies can use. You know, basically, we have GLNNF Pay as a good use case, and we're going to expand it. And I think it's going to be a huge story. But we also want other companies or countries to say, hey, why don't you use our reward system and our payment system that's based partially on blockchain? Mm-hmm.
What are your goals for 2018?
I think we want to, as I said before, we want to expand to the US, we want to expand to the UK, and what I'm very excited about, we will implement, besides of blockchain technology, we'll implement more AI and capabilities, because in order to serve our customers, in order to serve our merchants, because we collect a lot of data along the way. So it's with AI, machine learning, and the big data we have, we will be able to provide real value for the consumer and for the merchant.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. I'd like to thank again our guest, Spiros Margaris. I'm R.K. Walker. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again next time.